on routine. So the pole now has the guy in the end. So now the pole's going to get shoved out.
Hold it to the guidance. Yeah, and you're using it to the
Now, Jenny, you have to watch out for that line catching under, as you've just found out.
And you have to be watching her because you're sort of helping her.
Okay, I'd say the talking lift is fine. You can ignore it now because she's going to now shove it out and flip on. And Patty, you can release the main a bit more. And start carrying away.
But pay attention. And sort of look behind you as well.
If this was a race, we've now just gone past the weather mark about 25, 30 feet behind us.
Okay.
We're heading towards the spacer mark.
Okay.
Pole is on. What we haven't done is we haven't pre-sheeted. Now, Adrian, you shouldn't do that. You should get Sean or Abby to do the sheeting. But you know what? For the first time, why don't you guys watch what Adrian does? That'll be worth it. But I mean, you do come back because that's your role, right? So we have. Let's walk through the steps. So we have the tweaker on the left, on the right side, which is good. It's now it's unpleated on the left side.
Is it always unpleated opposite?
Yeah, pleated, unpleated, yeah. Okay, what we haven't done is we haven't pre-sheeted the Spinnaker a bit, like Phil does on his boat.
It's already out.
Well, no, but hang on. Hold on. They go even further. They take theirs, yeah, they take theirs to about there.
Okay, well.
I know, I'm just saying, I learned something.
Yeah.
You know, and they learned stuff too today. It was like, you know, like none of them had ever heard, the coaches had never heard of the center seam.
That's such a good tip because,
Yeah.
Is that centered on the mast, Michael, or just centered
Water.
as between the,
On the water, perpendicular to the water.
okay, just make it perpendicular,
Yeah.
But you're not trying to fly it always ahead of the mast. You're not trying to position the full spin.
No, it's just
Right.
vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do a hoist. So go ahead and, take your time, it's not a rush, but imagine that windmill technique we were talking about, where you're trying to do is, big arm pulls. So 3, 2, 1, get the head out of the bag and go.
It's inside the broom and the...
Yeah, well, we'll pull this thing.
Michael, you might actually spin the water.
That's okay. Okay, pre-dry it. Okay, dry it. Okay, carrying away. And furl, hold on a sec. I need to furl the jib first. Yeah, and Adrian, you got that rope on the wrong side. Look, Adrian, look on your right, your left line. It's not, it's behind. He's gonna clusterfuck the rope. The left line is not, see? Got to be in front of the wind. Okay, well, all right, anyway.
Good sheet piece come off on the
Okay, so that's pretty good on furling, okay? Okay, we're going to do our first slow-mo jibe. So, Jenny, assume the position we'll take. Okay, go ahead and let the game up all the way. Okay, we're doing a slow turn now.
Is it from the sail or the mast?
Okay, 3, 2, 1, turning slow. Actually, Adrian, it's easier for her if she takes it off the mast. Okay, it's not flying. It's not flying. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's start that over. Well, no, forget it. We'll go to the knee drive. Okay, Adrian, you gotta keep it flying through the drive. Okay, go ahead and connect on the new side. We're gonna pull the boom across. Grab that line, all four, and it's up. I wouldn't pull it through there, it's too slow. Okay, go ahead and clip it onto the new side. Grab it in the jaw, correct, and shove out and forward. Okay, that wasn't the worst drive in the history of the world. I've seen many worse. Okay, pull back. So,
Get on the other side, on the other side, so you're ready. If you want to go, you're ready to go.
yeah, but we're gonna wait. We're in the middle of a traffic thing.
You play with the holding with the ball? Doing that?
No. Okay, so during the jibe, since you're doing cap and back, you'll be the person who's responsible for letting that one off initially about a foot and pulling this new one on so it's about a foot off the deck. And then as we're jibing, that one gets released completely and that one gets pulled on completely. So, okay, so let's ease the tweaker line 1 foot and pull on the new side a foot so it's only a foot above the deck. And then it's a little tricky, that's good. And it's a little tricky because there's 2 of them, but we'll work it out. Okay, so Adrian, I'm gonna make the suggestion that she takes it off the mast first
Yep, take it off
and
the
then
last one.
tricks the outboard
Okay, I
in.
can't.
That's right. Okay, so let's try it now.
Sometimes it's nice to get that line in your hand.
Yes, there you go, perfect. Now
Okay,
grip it from
and
there.
with the boom over.
The other one. Watch your head, Adrian. Yeah, flip those in line. There you go. Bring the tops out.
Hold on, you're pulling it in on her and she's trying to get it into the dock. Okay, so that was dramatically better on all counts. So,
Side there. Yep, that's it.
okay, let's keep her pulled back a lot. We should be sailing dead downwind, just so it's much easier doing the jibes. And that means you gotta be pulled round back. Okay, let's do another one. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. And slowly pull the boom across. Hey, Adrian, you gotta fly the chute. Chute collapse. We got the guy on way too tight. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn the boat a bit. Pull your sheet so she can. There you go. Okay, so what went wrong on that jibe was the Spinnaker was not flying properly all the way through the jibe. It started collapsing. The guy, the left side rope, was pulled on way too tight. See where the corner of the Spinnaker is right now? Adrian pulled it back another 6 feet. It was too far back. It made it impossible for the person on the bow to be able to get the line into the end of the job. So this is why we're saying the most important thing is flying the Spinnaker through the job. All else is secondary. So let's go pull back. It's too far forward. I want that sucker back 90 degrees to the mast, because if it's further than that, I'm not steering right and we're not flying it right. It also makes it harder on jetting right now for a dead downwind jibe. Okay, let's get the tweakers ready. So 1 foot and 1 foot.
Re-jibe it again?
Yep. Yep. Okay, in 3, hold on, stop. Right off the bat, the Spinnaker's starting to collapse. But maybe it's just because it's light air. Okay, go for it. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, grab the lines. Boom, coming across. We're not doing any rolling of the boat deliberately. Okay, and here's your sheet. Okay, that was our best jibe yet. And notice how the Spinnaker flew all the way through it. I think you're still sheeted too tight. Just cut through the cord tape. I'm going to bear off a bit so you can go, okay, let your boom out all the way. Normally we'd have it right against the forestay. So Jenny, come around to this side and shove the boom out with your bum.
This side.
The other side.
This side.
Oh, this side.
This side.
Oh, it's like,
Yeah,
And
lean,
then
lean against it.
lean again.
oh, we're going dead downwind.
Yeah, so okay, let it out all the way.
So this is
There you go.
when we're not hiding for another season.
Okay, yeah.
We come back and sort of sit there, and then you start looking for us and the wind shadows.
Okay. And then do you guys bring the crew weight forward that way?
let's do one more. We'll head that way.
So with tweakers on the boat, Kevin back to doing tweakers. When Troy was demonstrating, he was saying he wanted to control the tweakers. I don't know how you do that and why the
It's very difficult.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't race on our boat.
No, but just want to know.
So it's just
All right, let's
physically,
adjust.
but not for us.
Let's adjust the tweakers again. You can let this one off the foot. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, 3, 2, 1, jibe. So you want to grab your lead sheet. Everything's pulling. 3, 2, 1. Whip it across. Yep. Use your sheet. Okay, let's let the right tweaker off all the way. Okay, yes, we're here, and where's everybody else? There's 2 of them up there, and, okay, all the boats are all over the place. Excellent. That's fine. Okay, why don't we do a practice takedown, and we'll reach, actually, first what I'll do is let's go on to a tighter reach, and we'll talk about sail trim. So let's use the pull forward. You can pull the main sheet in there.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You put one leg down, so you always balance down here.
Okay. But now that we're just sailing, she doesn't need to be in the drive position. So you can switch around to the other side and sit on the boom if you want. And then you'll.
There was waves, so I was telling her to. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yeah. Now you can sit on the cabin top, but if you sit on the boom, you'll see how much more elevated you are. So, but not on the other side. On this side, facing back.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
All right.
There you go.
Right there. All right. Now you've got a huge field of view, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go more main sheet on, spinnaker on. We're just going to go on a tight reach for now. Keep going until it stops, the new tail stops bubbling. All right. So all you guys can counteract my weight. And it's faster reaching a little than dead generally. Alright, so that's pretty good. It's off the Adrian, at some point we should let other folks fly Spinnaker. So now we're going to demonstrate something. Okay, what we're going to look at now is what we call the curl of the leading edge of the Spinnaker, the left side. Now, if Adrian lets out Spinnaker foot, see how it rolls right over? Alright, so you want a little bit of a curl in the leading edge of the Spinnaker. The rule is always be letting the Spinnaker out. Don't hold it statically. You're always adjusting it a little bit. I'm not saying you can't hold it static for like 3 or 4 seconds or 5 seconds even. Sometimes even you can if it's perfect. But generally speaking, you want to be adjusting it to keep the curl in place. It's a little tricky, but you know, you can see it's popping to get out of control. If you have it too loose, then you end up with a collapse like that. And you lose a little bit of speed, but not like fair away.
So the day we're talking today, we said never keep down the dive, but that's what you're sitting close to David.
Like this, yes, because the pressure is otherwise too great. But if it's dead downwind sailing, no, you never tweak.
But for this,
All right. So I think we should do a practice takedown, but we'll do it as though we're sailing dead downwind. So I'll bear away. We'll come back and then we'll walk through the steps for a proper takedown. One person will watch and 3 or 4 will check. I'm just going to bear away, and we're going to pull the pole back. So use your sheet, Adrian. Use it. Just going to pull the pole all the way back.
Watch your head.
Yeah, it'll pick up. Sheet it. And like make it fly. I know, but it's there. It's just you gotta fly. All right.
Yeah, you take that. Yep.
So if we were coming into the lured mark and it was like a minute or so away, the first thing we would do would be we would uncleat the jib furling line. Then somebody, probably the cabin back person, would wrap the right side jib sheet around the winch twice. The right side, not the left side, the other right side. Take your time. Do a couple of wraps clockwise and just pull the jib out, you know. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so it's ready to go. So then we look at things like, is the spinnaker halyard flaked into the cabin? Yes, it is.
I don't think it fit in. Actually.
Well, I put it in.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's see
A
what's
lot of
flaked.
stuff in there, but we'll see.
That's fine. You know, Jenny's on the bow, ready to do the pole thing. Now, I'm going to just remind you, there's two things that have to happen with regard to that pole. One, it can never go on the outside of the shrouds into the wire hoop at the back, or you'll break the pole. How do you prevent that? That's where Abby, or me, have to pre-sheet the main sheet a bit to pull the boom in. So let's do that now. Now you got a gap. Okay, Adrian, you need to find Spinnaker. The wind's dead out. So now we've done two, actually three essential things. The jib is uncleated, the jib furling line's uncleated, and it's in the winch and pulled out partially. We've checked that the spinnaker halyard is flaked into the cockpit, and it's in front of the little cleat on the cabin top. See, it's looped around the cleat for friction. And the third thing is we've pulled the boom in about a foot, so there's a gap for Jenny to shove the pole into the wire loop. I can't tell you how many people have broken their poles by not doing that.
Yeah,
Go around-
break it against the jaws.
Absolutely.
Like just the jaws or the whole?
The metal tube buckles. Oh, yeah. And you also run the risk of ripping one of your shrouds out and losing your whole mast. So, oh yeah, minor details. All right. So then the next aspect to this, because we haven't talked about it in detail with the dockside, is the ballet of body movement. So, very briefly, initially, Jenny is putting the pole away. The moment the pole is away, her job on the bow is done. Her next job is to get back to the jib sheet on the winch. Not as fast as humanly possible, but pretty close to it, because she then becomes the jib sheet person. Whoever was, let's say, handling cabin back downwind, and then the jib sheet on the winch, they come back and help me with the main sheet. The spinnaker person is the one who's going to be pulling the spinnaker down into the bag. The trigger, yeah, generally speaking. Now there is a slight variation at times where the spinnaker flyer comes back and helps me with the main sheet, and the cabin back person is the one that puts the spinnaker into the bag. That requires a very subtle handoff between the two of them. At the moment I say, hey, let's get the spinnaker down. So at that point, when we say, let's get it down, we don't care really about how it's flying. So if there's a bit of a rough handoff between the two and the spinnaker's, flapping a little bit, it's not the end of the world, because, well, taking it down in like half a second. So, but for now, let's just say Jenny's going to come back and do the jib, you're going to come back and do the main sheet, you're going to pretend you don't exist, and Adrian's going to pull the spinnaker down. So let's just do it real slow-mo, like 1/4 speed. So you go first. Oh, there's one last item about that pole when you're putting it away. It has to go into the wire loop on top of that Spinnaker sheet,
Okay, yeah.
not underneath it. So that's, yeah, okay, go for it. Then what you can do is pull the jib out a bit more. Pull the jib out all the way. Okay, let it go. Okay, let's hold on. Adrian, we're going full speed. Let's go 1/4 speed. Let her put the pole away first. Okay. Now the jib, you can ease it out because it's pulled in tight for Mark Browning, not eased out. Yeah. Okay. So just. Yeah. So now clear. Oh, hold on. Velcro to Velcros, and you got the little line in there between the Velcro and the top. Yeah, it's another trick. Pull the topping lift down, because otherwise a tight topping lift may pop the pole out of whatever system you're using. Okay, Adrian is now the Spinnaker person. She is now going to pull the Spinnaker down, so watch what she does. What are you doing? Oh, you're going the wrong line. Alright, so now we will go around the mark, just like this, and we'll head over to the Circle Daily Center and go around the mark over there. And hopefully all the way. Never be on the low side. Take time. Yeah, big pull.
Like the on this side? Hold on. Is your seat on the other side?
Pull it in tight.
Oh, okay. We're not. Oh, we're not. Oh, okay.